Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, happy Friday. Today, things are looking good once again. So, let's talk about why Bitcoin and crypto is on a verge of a major breakout. That's right. We got a lot of great things happening. So, let's talk about them. And also, in a surprise, Vine is back. Not the platform, even though that may be coming back soon, but the meme. Yes, we have a brand new meme. So let's talk about it, and let's talk about a few other memes as well today. All right, let's do it. Welcome, guys. We are starting out the day at 105. Not too bad. We are only $3,000, $4,000 away from all-time high. And today we have several that have moved up. For example, Solana has been climbing up and up and up, and it's about 268 now, closing in higher than its previous 2021 high, and looks like it wants to move higher. So let's talk about everything that's going on today. Several things. US market kind of mixed. But I will say this is actually pretty good. And here's why. Because it was announced that Bank of Japan have hiked their interest rate by 25 basis points. Last time this happened, the US market crashed to hell. And so did the European market. This time around, I don't know. It's a little bit different. Now, why would this crash markets? Well, last time this happened was because the carry trade situation. Japan is like the only nation on the planet that is actually looking to increase rates rather than decrease, because they have this policy. They had this policy in place where they artificially kept their interest rate at zero. In fact, it was below zero. So you could have borrowed money, and they paid you to borrow money. And a lot of companies around the world have, and then they started, selling it back, so to speak, when Japan started raising their interest rate. So that's why last time this carry trade situation caused world markets to crash like hell. But this time around, it's already elevated. So just a little bit more doesn't seem to have the same effect anymore, which is really good. Otherwise, last time this happened, Dow Jones opened at like minus 500 and we went to like minus like 1,500 for the day or something. So certainly different now, which is, again, really good. I don't know how that's going to be for Japan. Their yen is getting decimated. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it gotten better recently, but this is going to make, I don't know. This is not to prevent inflation. This is actually to prevent deflation, this whole policy. But now this may cause more deflation as Japanese consumers decide not to spend. So, I mean, they're in a world of hurt right now, let's just say the least. Yeah, let's say that. But anyways, that has nothing to do with what Trump is doing. So let's talk more about Trump. A lot of you guys may have heard or may have missed yesterday that he signed the crypto executive order, okay? Which means they are, the government, especially the crypto czar, David Sachs, is going to start putting things in place that makes it very, very favorable for crypto to operate in the U.S. and make crypto the number one, or make the U.S. the number one nation, right? And after that, you have so many, I guess, banks and titans of the world start turning bullish. Morgan Stanley, CEO, says he will work with the U.S. regulators on offering crypto. Bank of America says they will be adopting crypto payments. I mean, you got all the leadership of all the major banks that are turning around, right? Doing a 180 and saying, oh, okay, now it's time to embrace crypto. And of course, you got Senator Cynthia Lummis, who's encouraging people to save Bitcoin for their retirement, for their future. But she's also heading the banking committee on governing crypto assets, right? And she's the one that is really tasked to create this strategic reserve. And now there's rumors that the strategic reserve is not just for Bitcoin, it's for crypto, right? Can we have XRP in there? Can we have Solana in there? Can we have maybe Hedera or Cardano in there? You know, who knows? Who knows? Right? And, you know, all this talk about stopping any sort of CBDC and embracing stablecoins, also said by Trump. Now it has others like the ECB, who has been very, very anti-Bitcoin and crypto. Now they're thinking they need to do something, that the ECB has to come out with maybe their own stable coin. But which is, if they did, it would be a CBDC. Well, but they're basically talking, you know, what should they do, right? And again, let's not forget Christine Lagarde, you know, the leader of the ECB. They have been spreading FUD about Bitcoin forever, okay? Including this tweet back 3 years ago, where they called that Bitcoin, it's fall to 15,000 or 16,000, the last grasp, okay? And Bitcoin is on a path to irrelevance. And you can see when you can see the timing of it was just horrible. And they have been saying that forever, right? But now they're going to have to change this tune because of Trump, because of the United States, right? Everyone is changing their tune. Everyone used to laugh at Bitcoin and crypto, or they didn't laugh at it. They were threatened by it, so they were dissing it. But now they can't do that anymore, right? So things are changing a lot. And but I saw this. I don't know if this is going to happen, but there is a Republican House member now trying to amend the U.S. Constitution to allow Trump to serve a third term. That's how much he believes in Trump and believes the things that Trump is going to do. I don't know if this is going to be a good thing. Trump just started a new term. And yes, it seems like he's making all the right moves, especially for crypto. But some of the other things he has said makes a lot of sense. But there are other things that people do not like. So I don't know if this is a good thing, but this is the first time I heard that someone is proposing to change the Constitution to allow a third term on a president in my lifetime. I don't think I've heard this for anyone else. Anyways, ETF inflow is still increasing, 189 million. That's fantastic. We have 6 straight days of inflow. Yesterday was a little bit lower, but BlackRock's appetite still there and keeps on buying hundreds of millions of Bitcoin, and they hold like tens of billions, right? So it's not going to stop, especially with executive order, especially with all the pro people coming in, right? Actually, this article talks about it. And there are so many that I forgot. You still have Paul Atkins that is chosen to be the SEC chair, even though we have an acting chair right now. But both are very pro, right? You got the Secretary of Commerce, who is pro crypto. And then you got like Scott Bessent who is going to be the Treasury Secretary, pro-crypto. You know, you got every single appointee that's pro-crypto. I mean, so just read the room if you haven't yet. Just read the room. Man. And, you know, that breakout that we're waiting for, right? Technically speaking, we already started. But, you know, it's just a matter of time. We hit that next big level, and then we don't have to worry about, you know, being close to 100,000 anymore. We don't have to think about, oh, maybe we slide down to 99. No. This next level is going to take us to a point where, man, those days are going to be over. And it's going to be looking really good. Real good, guys. Circle is launching Paymaster, simplifying stablecoin. I think this actually, of course, is response to everything that Trump is saying about no CBDCs and embracing stablecoins. Stablecoins, you know, they have to like take advantage right now, and they will. I mean, even Ripple has their own. The Ripple RL USD that seems to be making strides. Circle with their USDC, which is backed by Coinbase, and of course you have the big dog USDT. They're all making huge partnerships left and right and expanding their services. All right, Solana is going up today, right? Like I said, it's up like 10%, maybe even higher. It's like 270. Okay, up 22% for the week. Solana is climbing the charts, and there's a big EFT decision today. If we get that ETF approval, Solana's going to blow up to the moon, and there's a good chance of that now. Okay, in the past, you know, when this was proposed earlier in 2024, you know, it seemed like it was less than 50%. Now, with the new administration, with the new people, the new SEC, and especially Trump signing the executive order, I mean, there's really no reason to say no to this. Zero. So, you know, I'd say the chances are 50-50 at least. Maybe not like better than 50-50, but 50-50 for sure. There's really no reason for them to say it. And with all the decisions that came from XRP's lawsuit, basically everything out there is not a security. Well, not the ones, well, let me rephrase it. Before, in the past, you had this notion, well, if a project had an ICO, it's automatically a security. If a project was sold in the secondary markets, it's automatically a security. If a founder have sold any of the tokens or coins from their project, it's a security. All three of those things have been ruled against. So there's no reason why Solana is a security, and there's no reason why it won't get an ETF. But again, it might be too soon. 50-50, right? So we'll see. But it is definitely going up, and it might be past 300 soon. And something else that may be helping is this. Vine, you know, I was not into Vine when it came out, right? But Vine was TikTok before TikTok. It's like a 10-second, you know, vertical format. It was doing very well. I don't know how they mismanaged that. If they didn't, they would be as big as TikTok right now. I don't know what happened. But the founder decided to release a meme because there are rumors that Elon wants to get it back. I would figure Vine is already part of Twitter. It might be a separate project. I don't know. But I thought it was, you know, it was a Twitter project. So he should have it ready. But anyways, you know, with all this TikTok uncertainty and Zuckerberg thinking that he'd just go dominate with Instagram, you know what? I think Elon has other plans. I think he will bring back Vine and make it a true competitor. Everything else he's doing on X is doing great. I do like all the little features, especially the integration of Grok and X has made it really, really useful. People that don't use X, you need to get on it. And you need to follow me because my X is arguably the best on Twitter in terms of crypto news. There's no account that's better. So make sure you follow it. But Vine, I think, is going to come back. But anyways, this guy launched it. And it's not doing that well, but it's not doing that poorly either. It got up to 500 million market cap. Now it's about 166. It's going down a little bit. But, you know, whenever you have big launches like this, it also helps Solana because these are all on top of Sol. If you're going to launch a meme, you launch it on Sol. It's just that simple. And one day, when I launch my own, and it could be soon, it will be on Sol too. It'll happen before I get 1 million followers. That's for sure. And then I'm gonna be doing a lot of airdrops left and right for all you guys and for NFT holders, for people that show up to the IFC, people that meet me in person. It's going to be really good. Anyways, outside of that, there's a few other memes, and I just want to highlight, I do have Josh and Scott that's manning my other channel called Alpha First, and all they do is talk about memes and more degen stuff, up-and-coming stuff, like AI agents, memes, stuff like that. So if you guys aren't following it, make sure you do, because they do shows a couple times a week, and they give really good alpha. Things that I don't even know about, that I wish I knew about, because I would be like a billionaire if I followed their advice. For example, Trump coin, right, which is sitting around 6.7 billion. So they found this before it was tweeted, like, you know, when it was like dirt low, right? And then they didn't know. I shared a story. They didn't know if it was real or not. No one thought it was real because it was on Truth Social, and then everyone thought that it was hacked or something. No one thought about it. And I got really pissed they didn't tell me about it, because if I just threw in, like, you know, like some money, 10K or something, it'd be worth $1 million. If I threw in $1 million, I would be a centimillionaire. I would have like $100 million. And that's what someone did. Someone threw in $1 million right at launch, and then sold at 350 million. You know, that's an example of things that you would find. But you know what? They have been really good. Here's a few other ones. Here's one called Whale Watch that allows you to track what meme coin whales are buying and selling in real time. So if you wanted to know who are the big whales and what they're doing, this is an example of AI agent that actually, I guess, has real utility. But these AI agents are all kind of like meme-ish too, right? But they found this very early. This is 165 million. I don't know what market cap they found at. Really, really early. You know, much lower than this. Here's another one, AIXBT, which is AI bot that searches Twitter to see what's like the most hot things to talk about. They also have a meme that's worth 610 million. Created by Virtuals. And they found this like sub 100 million, right? So these are all things that they have discussed. Here's another one that people know about, Toshi, who got listed on Coinbase yesterday. Coinbase is listing left and right memes, right? And it jumped up to 220 something. And they also talked about this when it was like sub 50 million. Anyways, so I'm going to be paying more attention to Alpha First, because I want to make some more money from memes. I have been ignoring memes for a very, very long time. So, you know what I might do is, like, every Friday, since it's casual Friday, I may be like kind of rehashing and looking at some of the things they talk about. But if you want the alpha, go to Alpha First, subscribe, and also there's the Alpha First X too. All this is in the description of this video. Every video, it's been there. Just people don't pay attention. All right. That's pretty much it. Let's see. MSTR in the green, a little bit in the green. Yesterday went in the red. Coinbase is up. Robinhood up. That's good. Overall, everything's up. That's what we want. All right, let's do some Q&A. Apparently I'm muted, but I didn't say anything, so it doesn't matter. Ivan says, I saw you in a 24 Mustang GT review. I want one. It's a fantastic car, man. It's really fun, really fast, powerful. Love that engine note. Mustangs have like the best engine note, and you know the good thing is, another good thing that Trump did was remove the proposal from Biden to go like EV, you know, to like be 50% EV by 2030, which is coming up really fast. He removed that. So now manufacturers, right, are not going to be so pressed to go all in on EVs. They're getting rid of all the V8s and stuff. No, keep the freaking V8s. It's fine if you want to go EV, but keep the freaking V8s for people that want them. So I'm glad Ford is doing that. Ford realizes that they're kind of losing the EV space, so they have to keep their good stuff, like the Bronco and the Raptor and the Mustang. The new Model Y also got released. The new Model Y looks pretty good. I have the F-150 with a 5-liter. It's a great motor. Yeah, it is. I mean, they stuck in the Mustang, so it must be good. Joe, what do you think about Weeks Exchange? Heard they're pretty good. I never ever heard of Weeks. Are you talking about WeX? Weeks is never one I've heard of before. Crypto Master, look out for AVAX AI agents. Both will have major impact to AVAX. Here's my thing. Sorry, like all these things that get launched at AVAX go nowhere. They already had an AI 9000. Supposedly it was going to pump to the moon. It didn't go anywhere. AVAX, you know, the founders of AVAX are very, very very corporate, very from banking, you know. So I actually had a really good idea. Me and one of my, friends, we were going to like try to launch something huge on AVAX. Proposed it to the founders, and like, nah. Not interested. They just shut everything down. They don't really embrace. They say they do, but they don't really get behind them, especially not the things that they care about. So I don't know about AI agents on AVAX. I don't know if they're going to do well at all. I just feel like anything that's like memes and AI agents, you just launch it on Sol. That's it. You launch anything else, it's just not going to do well. CJ, not very bright for Polkadot, no. Ryan says, sick of hearing about memes. It's childish. It's childish, but it makes you a whole lot of money. I said the same thing last cycle, and that's my biggest regret. I could have made a shitload by embracing Shiba. I saw Shiba when it was like $5 million, $10 million market cap. You know, I made a little money, sold out, but I did not think that it would do what it did. Memes, whether you like it or not, you can stay away from it. But the one thing that's going to be certain, that this cycle, retail is going to be led by memes. Retail before would buy into Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin at the top, and cause altcoin season. This time around, that's not how it's going to work. Retail's not going to be selling Bitcoin. Institutions are the one buying them. So how's altcoin season going to start? Going to start with memes. memes are going to get big, and then people take profits, and they put the profits into something else. Or they have to buy the underlying gas token to buy those memes, which causes those projects to go up. Like Sol, for example. Beats by Darius. What do you think about the new L1s, L2s coming out? Solana has been dominating, wondering if they're able to keep up. You know, I haven't heard of those, and I have been looking because there's been a sea of releases of L1s, L2s since 2021, and very little have stood out. You know, you have like one that really stood out, like Sui, and it bloomed up, but all the other ones, man, they're just like ghost towns, right? So it's all about building. It's not about the tech. It's about building the community. And if they're able to do it, then great. If not, they're not going to stand out at all. We have so many L1s, L2s now. Blockchain James, could you do a quick TA at Anchor? No, because I don't like that project. So TA is not going to help them. Did you see Kraken add a snack on their listing roadmap? Yes, I talked about that yesterday. They're already huge, you know, so good for them. Missed my super chat. Wondering if you could look at Render. Well, Render is American based. And it's an AI. Wait, why is this not the right one? I mean, they're doing well in the US, AI, Coinbase. So I think they're going to do well. I don't know what Blender is. Render changed their symbol. It used to be RNDR, and then once they moved to Solana, they changed to the symbol is actually just render. That's why there's like two symbols, a little complicated. Bonka whiff. You know what? They're kind of hanging in there, but aren't doing particularly well. 2.5 billion. 1.5 billion. You know, overall, a lot of the big memes have not done well recently. People are aping into the new memes, but the existing ones, even Pepe is not doing well. Sheep, Doge, you know, Popcat, whatever the new ones are, they're not doing that well. But people are really FOMOing into the new stuff. You think Arweave could make a comeback and surpass all-time highs? Possibly, but they're kind of in that realm of old DPIN, I guess. DPIN that's not Construct AI, and kind of like Filecoin, them, Siacoin. You know, they may make the transition, but like there are so many DPIN projects now that's kind of in their realm, but that's purely focused on AI, and they have gotten a lot more attention. There's always a chance, and I like Arweave. They're a good project. Jim Bean says, I'm a H barbarian. Man, that does not sound good at all. It doesn't. But anyways, you don't need TA and H bar, man. With a project like this, you don't need TA and H bar. They're well positioned for this year. American-based, working with the Trump administration, working with Ripple, working with Cardano, working with Doge, and they're on Coinbase. They hit everything. They check all the check marks. They're going to do just fine. Hedera is one that you just buy and hold. You don't need to do TA. Randy, thank you. Ripple was banking on a CBDC. Doesn't allow Trump. Okay. Google what CBDC means. It's an acronym, not for stable coins. It's an acronym for central bank digital currency. And who has central banks? Governments. His executive order kills our government from creating its own digital currency like the digital dollar. But that helps stable coins from like Ripple or Circle or Tether. What was your first crypto purchase? It wasn't a purchase. It was back in the day in 2013 when I started mining. I was mining Litecoin back in the day. Is XRP worth holding? Yes. Yes. Do I still have Litecoin? No, I do not. I do not have Litecoin, no. I'm waiting for you to launch your own meme. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it smart. I'm not just going to launch for no reason. I got to have a plan. Plan to reward you guys. The most loyal followers, the most loyal watchers, loyal NFT holders, the most loyal Patreon members, people that have subscribed to that. But also I'm going to be doing more with it. Integrating it to everything that I'm going to be doing this year. I still think it's a good idea that when I hit my 1 million follower, that person will get $1 million worth of the meme. And I'm purposely not saying a name because I'm keeping it quiet. FTM transition to Sonic, it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. Seems to be doing well. Just a little confusion. People don't realize it's a rebrand. I'll make sure it's not gonna be. I'll make sure it's fair. The 1 million follower has to be someone that's been, you know, that's not a bot. But I don't know. I guess I'll be able to see. They have to do some requirements. Like, I should prove to me that they're not a bot. I'm also thinking about creating my own decks. These days, it's very easy to create your own decks, and I could just do what Jupiter did, which is do airdrop based on volume. That also could be very interesting. That would make it a lot more fair too. Yeah, I got a lot of ideas this year. A lot of ideas. And I always meet people at conferences. As I go attend to a lot of them. I meet a ton of people at conferences. You know, I could do that. I want to do, like, again, I've talked about this, like in-person challenges. Um, you know, reward that. There are so many things I could do with it. Dan Papas, George, has it occurred to you that after Sailor's post that Sailor probably watches your channel? I don't think so. I don't think he will get any education or anything out of me. So I don't think so. I think he randomly came across that post. You know, one of my team members created that poster, and he just like took it. Yeah, but if he did, that'd be great. I'd love to meet him. He's still one of the people that I have not met yet. I would love to meet him. And then I'll give him some, I'll exchange him some of my meme coin for some of his Bitcoin. No, I'm just kidding. Tommy, welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right, guys. Let's conclude. Today's pretty good. We're almost back up to 106. We're only $2,000 away from all-time high. The U.S. market is clinging in there, despite the fact that Bank of Japan raises rates. Last time this happened, markets around the world crashed hard. Today, not so much. Crypto's doing well because of the executive order from Trump. We got all the major heads turning pro, and then you got, like, you know, a lot of meme coin activity still, and AI agents. They are doing quite well. So stay strong, my friends. Enjoy your gains. Enjoy your time. You know, your time where you could still accumulate for low prices, because that next leg up, that next major breakout is around the corner. So enjoy. Smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys later. I can't do a crypto cruise. I should be doing one in my Cybertruck because I got it back, but it's all dirty. Yeah, I don't know. I can't do a crypto cruise, but I'll you know, I'll still have my Sunday walk, and then I'll see you guys on Monday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Barrel photography, bullish on Nando. Let's just say yes. All right, have a good one.